As those fires continue to absolutely ravage Southern California and the communities there, support from all over the country continues to pour in. Stu Leonard is stepping in partnership with the American Red Cross. Our colleague NBC Connecticut's Kevin Geist joins us live in studio. Kev, you paid a visit to their Newington location. What's going on here?
Absolutely, Kevin. So as more and more people step in to help, you start to realize how many connections there are between Connecticut here and California. But the scale of devastation continues to come into focus, and we're learning California will continue to need help for a very long time.
There was a saying, if you're wealthy, you live in Beverly Hills. If you're lucky, you live in Pacific Palisades. And that statement is so true.
A town destroyed along the Pacific coast in California. Michael Geller lost his home and his business.
I plan to rebuild. I'm not sure what my landlord is going to do.
He's committed to rebuilding in the Pacific Palisades, but the cost of devastation continues to climb.
This is an absolute nightmare. This is an apocalyptic movie. There's no way to assess really the magnitude of this situation.
Nonprofits and groups around the country are rallying, including here in Connecticut.
Next time you're in the store, round up.
Stu Leonard has partnered with the Red Cross and Newington Fire Department to create a roundup program. So money, when the bill is rounded up to the nearest dollar, will be donated. Money thrown in their wishing well will be donated too.
They're in need of everything. They've had their whole communities wiped out. The generosity and the outpouring that we're seeing is absolutely amazing.
Regional CEO for the Red Cross, Richard Brannigan, says the relief effort will be years long, and for good reason. The devastation is widespread and tragic. The Newington Fire Department estimated burned acreage from the Palisades fire alone is equivalent in size to 3 Newingtons. For those in the thralls of assessment and recovery, help can't come soon enough.
We are sort of our own little city here, and it's gone. It's decimated.
And the Red Cross also noted it's important to do some research before you donate. Unfortunately, there are groups and people seeking to take advantage of the tragedy over in California.
Kevin, you spent about a week out there for our sister station in LA, KNBC. Give us a sense of the size and scope of the devastation you saw and how long the rebuild's going to take. It's not months. We're talking years here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the scale of the devastation was just absolutely unfathomable. I mean, you're talking about just homes, whole communities, neighborhoods just wiped, clean down to the foundation of homes. I mean, things that you would expect to see in a home were just unrecognizable. Couches, furnaces, appliances. It was like you could barely make out what some of the things inside these homes were. And then as far as what people need out there, I mean, it's everything. I mean, you have from the nails and the wood and the materials to rebuild some of these homes all the way up to, small little things like personal hygiene items and sweatshirts and jackets and pants.
And that's stuff.
Yeah.
What is the mood there? I mean, at the end of the day, none of us are going to take any of this stuff with us when we're gone someday. Yeah. But the mood, it must be overwhelming for people.
100%. And you have people who are, still in that processing mode. It almost like emotion is just totally suppressed.
Sure.
Like people are still trying to determine exactly how they feel, what they're feeling. But in these moments, you also catch like the best of humanity. A lot of people stepping in. There are those stories you hear of people looting and people taking advantage of some of these communities, but the overwhelming feeling is support. People want to help. They want to be involved. And even out here, you meet people, even today at Stu Leonard's, people want to help, and that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Kevin Geist reporting for us here and at KNBC. Kevin, thank you.